I just want to break this down for a second. If you would have put $50 into this company less than a year ago, you now have grown that portfolio by $361.24. That is the power of fractional share trading. Of course, first things first, welcome back to my Sweet Lifer family. I am excited to have you back on another video. If you're not part of the Sweet Lifer group, subscribe today. Smash the subscribe button down below. What we're going to talk about in today's video: number one, what exactly are fractional shares? Number two, what type of apps and brokerages allow you to use fractional shares to up your ante, and how exactly I made over $1,100 in actual portfolio growth based on using fractional shares. I'm going to share with it all. You got to stick around for that last part, because I think just finding an easy way to give up a meal, to give up a cup of Starbucks every single day, can get you to a point where you can look back and be like, I just put in this much money, and because I put in this much money just for cutting out an everyday habit or a weekly habit or whatever it is, I earned an extra $1,000. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, fractional shares aren't necessarily a new thing. For those of you that are familiar with the Dividend Reinvestment Program, otherwise known as DRIP, it allowed you to say, anytime a company pays me a dividend, I'm going to take that dividend and automatically reinvest it in the company. Now, typically a dividend would not equal a full share price, so it would give you a fraction of a share. But now you have the ability with brokerages such as M1 Finance and Robinhood and Stash, Fidelity, and now even Charles Schwab to buy just a small fraction by putting in some money and getting yourself a piece of that company. And I'm going to show you a very quick calculation of exactly how this works. I'm going to pull up my iPad screen here. There's two cool things you get to look forward to. One, we're going to talk about how exactly this fractional share works. I'm going to make it super easy to understand. And then two, you get to look forward to my incredibly terrible handwriting. Hope you're excited. All right, so let's say you have Company A, okay? I'm going to write this down, Company A. And let's say they go for $100 a share. I'm just going to make this super easy. So if you wanted to buy a share of Company A, you would have to find $100 to get one share. Back in the day, brokerages would make you pony up that entire dough. And you're like, oh man, I don't really want to do that. I don't have $100. I only got $5. I only got $10. I only got $50. And what am I going to do? Just sit around and miss out on the stock market investing because I got to wait to make another $50? No, not at all. Now with fractional shares, you can say, okay, well, I only have, let's say, $10 to invest. So I want to buy Company A, but I'm only going to put in $10 to get a fraction of the share that cost $100 a share. So how that would work is that you take the $10 divided by $100 a share. So that's your fractional share right there, 0.1. So you own 0.1 of Company A. So you don't own a full share, you own a fractional share. Now, here's what's cool about it. A lot of people ask about this in the comments, and I hope this makes sense for you. So let's say, for example, all of a sudden in a month, Company A is now going for $200 a share. So it's gone up in value. How freaking awesome is that? Everybody's excited. Their portfolio is going up. What about your fractional share? Well, here's what you do. You still only own 0.1 share because that's what you purchased back here, and you haven't added anything to the portfolio. So you're going to take that 0.1 and you're going to multiply it now by $200 a share. That equals $20. And I know that's easy math, but that's essentially how it works. You just doubled the price of your portfolio. Your overall portfolio has risen in value. Let's say it goes the opposite direction. All of a sudden now, and I'm going to have to maybe erase some of this to make sense out of this. So let me erase. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say that it now fell to $85 a share. Please, I do not recommend ever selling when the market dips. Don't get scared and start selling things, because that is just as dumb as hopping off of a roller coaster when it's in the middle of the roller coaster experience. You wait until it safely gets back to the station and that little ride attendant at Disneyland tells you to get up and get off safely. Don't jump off in the middle, you're gonna get hurt. Same thing here, invest for the long term so you don't get hurt. But anyway, let's say it does get down to $85 a share. Very simple, you take $85 times 0.1 share that you own. Your portfolio in Company A is now worth $8.50. So yes, you did go down in price because you only put $10 in, and now it's only worth $8.50. So while you may have lost a little bit of money, just hang on. Hopefully over time, Company A will go back up from $85 to maybe $100, maybe $200, whatever, it doesn't matter. Now I want to give you a realistic example, and this one I'm kind of excited about. Let's say, for example, that you, my friend, wanted to purchase Tesla back in the day. I'm going to hop over to Google and I'm going to share some comparative analysis here. So we're going to go to Google, we're going to type in TSLA, and that is the ticker symbol for Tesla. Now before, they did do a stock split, so I'm not gonna make this confusing. So if you've followed Tesla, I know you're gonna say, well, wait a minute, there was a stock split. Don't worry about that. Let's just focus on the price for the period of what we're trying to explain in today's video. But look right here, it's going for $86.08 on December 27th, 2019. So I'm gonna hop back to my little drawing board and I'm gonna create a new one here. So now we're talking about TSLA. Okay, so Tesla, going for $86.08. And really, that wasn't too long ago. But let's say, for example, you had $50, okay? Grandma came around and she gave you $50 for your Christmas gift. And you, being the smart person that you are, you decided, instead of blowing it on something stupid, I'm gonna put $50 down on the stock market and I'm gonna invest that into Tesla. Well, you're gonna use something like M1 Finance, or you're gonna use like Robinhood or something like that, so that way you can buy fractional shares. You can't afford the $86.08 for a full share, so you're gonna put $50 in. Let's see how much that would cost. All you gotta do is take $50 divided by $86.08. I'm gonna use my calculator because I don't know how to do math, guys, come on. That gives you 0.5809 shares. I'm gonna round that up for a second, okay? So 0.5809 shares of Tesla is what you now have in your portfolio. So let's say now you invested your $50, okay? That's what you're currently holding right now in Tesla. Then let's take a look at what Tesla is going for right now today at $707.94, okay? $707.94, okay? What we're gonna do is take that new share price, $707.94, we're gonna multiply it by our current amount of shares that we own, which we don't own many shares, we only own a fraction of this, but that's okay because that's what we're talking about today. So 0.5809, that equals a portfolio value, my friend, of $411.24. Therefore, that money that you got from grandma, that $50 that you put on Tesla to get 0.5809 fractional shares of Tesla, has grown to $411.24, an increase of $361.24. You turn grandma's gift into a portfolio value of $361.24. Guys, that's the power of fractional shares. That's the power of getting started today. I just want to break this down for a second. If you were to put $50 into this company less than a year ago, you now have grown that portfolio by $361.24. That is the power of fractional share trading. And it's the power of getting started today. Right now, get started. There's 2 links down in the description below, Robinhood and M1 Finance. Either one of those allows you the ability to get invested today with fractional shares. M1 Finance does require a minimum deposit of $100. And Robinhood does not require any minimum deposit. So it's up to you which one you want to use, but check them out and really just get started today. If you only got $5, put in $5. You put in $5 to Tesla, watch it grow. I'm not recommending that. This is not financial advice. You got to be confident in the company or the stock or the ETF or whatever it is that you choose to make sure that you understand how this works. But this is just an example of the power of getting started today with as little money as you have. Guys, I started with the Stash app and then I went into Robinhood. Now I'm starting to use M1 Finance, and I'm doing this because I started cutting out bad habits. Some of you sweet lifers know that I stopped drinking Starbucks, and as a result of that, I was spending freaking $20 to $30 a week on Starbucks. Just basically blowing my money for stupid things so I could sip coffee and walk around. And that was dumb. So instead, I stopped doing that. I now take that money and invest it into the stock market. I invest it into things that I understand through Robinhood, through M1 Finance, a little bit into Webull, a little bit into Bitcoin, which you can buy fractional shares of cryptocurrency on Coinbase. I'll drop the link down below if you want to check that one out too. But regardless of that, cut out a simple habit. Cut out a bad habit. If you are paying money in your budget that does not make sense, cut that out of the budget and then apply that money towards something that will make you a superstar success in your journey. And there's other videos that can help you. Right here's one, right here's another. Check them out so you can continue to grow your financial education so you can look back someday and say, oh yeah, I'm wealthy now and I live the sweet life. We'll see you next time on the next video. Subscribe for more. Have a great day.